back in our house after having surgery on her shoulder. We were so worried about our little Laura Nativo. And we're happy that you're back. And you're
I'm
better, and you have
so
a smile on
happy
your
to
face.
be here. I missed all of you guys. I have to say, I have the best friends in the world, both in real life and online. Everybody was so supportive and sending me love, and my dogs were fantastic. So
Well,
I have a long journey, but I'm back.
And
man.
now we're going to send you a lot of love with soup through our dear friend Dan Kohler, who's
right.
going
Yes.
to tell us the advantages of bone broth, which is probably something you could use right now.
Exactly. I can't use a fork and knife, so soup is the perfect meal for me.
you just have to use them independently.
You guys have some in front of you right now, and get into that right now. Today we're talking about bone broth, which you may know at home as soup stock. The words are interchangeable, and the reason it's so popular is because A, it's a secret weapon in the kitchen, and B, it is a nutrient-dense powerhouse of a meal to take. Because
That's nice.
how you like
What
that? You like
nutrients?
it? You have the beef right there.
What
Those are
nutrients are you
delicious.
talking about?
So when we're making bone broth, what we're talking about actually is mostly a protein-rich soup right here, right? And when we think of proteins, I think a lot of us are thinking muscle tissue and meat, right? If someone tells you need more protein in your diet, you think I need to eat more meat. But proteins are actually amino acid chains, and that means they're the building blocks of a lot of things in your body. So proteins make up your hair, proteins make up cartilage, they make up the ligaments. Proteins are a lot of things in your body. And all of those things can be found inside bones and in the joints. So when you make soup stock, when you make bone broth, what you're doing basically is diffusing all of that protein into a liquid so that you can drink it. And once it's in that liquid, it's very digestible, right? Your body is not fighting to consume all of this protein. It's gelatin.
Okay.
Let me ask you, how important is it for you to roast these bones first?
Well, let's get to the cooking part of it,
Okay.
right? Shall we? So as with any meat that I would use at home, I like to sear it first, right? Because you want that extra flavor.
Yes.
So when I'm making bone broth or soup stock, whether it's with chicken, beef, or pork bones, I do the same thing. I'm going to roast them at a very high heat, about 450, until they've got some color. And that is what we have over here.
Caramelization?
That's right. Here are the chicken legs, chicken feet.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Chicken feet. In fact, chicken feet are
In my dog's freezer.
Chicken feet are readily available these days. I mean, a lot of grocery stores carry them, and if you don't see them in the meat counter, ask your butcher, because they have to remove them when they're carving up a chicken to sell.
Bags of chicken.
So they have bags of these things. And think about it. When we're buying things to make stock from, you want joints, you want pieces that are heavy in cartilage, because that cartilage is the most important part. So we're looking at feet. We're looking at things that have lots of joints, right? All of these knobbly little toes are filled with cartilage. And so
Did we mention Sophie's a vegan? Do you need vegetable broth over there?
no.
Drink hers? No, exactly.
And even more importantly, when you're buying beef bones, you want to look for bones that have a large core of marrow right in the middle there.
Those are delicious, and I actually left my dogs with those while I came to work today, because raw bones are excellent for your dog. However, never give them cooked bones, because the cooked bones can splinter. So that's just a good little side note.
Wow.
And the reason those bones are going to splinter, so when I'm making stock, after they're roasted, what I do is I take, let's make chicken stock right now, chicken beef.
Chicken
bone
feet
broth,
stock.
yeah? So I'm going to put those chicken bones right in
So
here.
they're fully cooked.
They are fully cooked at this point.
Okay.
Laura, will you do me the honor of pouring
Yes.
that water on top of it?
So I could just grab that and
This I can do. I can do this.
You can.
Yeah.
Can you put veggies in there?
You can. What I like to do when I'm making bone broth is I actually keep it really straight. I keep it just the bones, because then I can use it in any application in the kitchen, and I can add carrots and onions to it later. If I add a lot of vegetable flavors early on, it becomes a very specific soup that I might not want to use, say, if I'm making some Chinese dishes or some Indian dishes. So once we've got the water covering this, look at this. Nikki's into it.
Good.
Nikki is into it.
Good old country girl.
Now, the next most important ingredient in making soup stock or bone broth is time and temperature. So the temperature at which cartilage is made of collagen. The temperature at which collagen dissolves is anywhere between 170 and 190 degrees, right? And once you've done that, once you've cooked it, and you're gonna, I cook my stock for about 24 to 48 hours.
Oh,
Very low heat.
So you can put it in the oven at 185, 190 degrees, or you can put it on the stove, very low flame. And the way you know you've done it right, at the very end, your stock should be jelly. When it's, do you see that? That's
I
how you.
always thought that was fat.
No,
that
that's
it's
actually
congealed
no.
fat.
You see, there's so much. So cartilage is made of collagen, and collagen hydrolyzes, which means it reacts with water, and when it reacts with water, it becomes gelatin.
Okay.
Interesting.
I have a question.
Yes.
How does that in that bowl help her shoulder?
Look,
Slathered on her shoulder.
It's going to regrow by the end of the segment.
the great thing about stock is because it's so full of protein and it's so full of vitamins and minerals from the marrow. Marrow is the densest source of fat-soluble vitamins in any animal, in any body. So you're dissolving that into this, which means it's great for your immune system. This is the sort of thing that can really boost you through a cold and get you through a bad season.
My husband eats bone marrow.
Your
He's got a
husband,
little fork. He
everybody.
sucks
You know,
He
it's
sucks
so
marrow.
nutrient dense,
Tuck's
and you-
restaurant, his famous restaurant Cut, serves bone marrow, and it's delicious.
Antonio is
But how do you, because I assume once it's all cooked, it's going to be pretty skanky looking. How do you get it from that to that? Like, doesn't it all break down?
Magic of the kitchen, Ken. Well, yes. So, over about 48 hours, you'll see the skin's going to fall apart. The cartilage will actually dissolve. It will not be there, and the bones will float. So I skim it off. I'm going to strain this, and then all you have to do is let it cool, skim the fat off, and you're good to go.
So okay.
So what did you cook this beautiful soup in?
Well, this is my holiday gift giveaway. No kitchen is complete without a Le Creuset.
Yes.
They didn't even let me finish that. They didn't even let me finish that. Le Creuset 4.5 quart round Dutch oven in cherry red. Okay,
Yeah,
you can see I've been making stock in these already. I promise you, this will change the way you cook at home. This is the sort of thing that if you buy now, if you win this, you will be handing it down to your grandchildren. They don't degrade. They're good
It's one
forever.
of the best cookware out there. And if you want a chance
Yeah.
to win Dan's favorite holiday gift, you can visit our Facebook page, and for more great holiday savings, visit retailmenot.com or download the Retail Me Not mobile app and to access thousands of free online and in-store deals at your favorite retailers all year round.
It's like good
Do
luggage. It never goes
It's
away.
The best.
Never goes away.
I love it.
Laura, we're going to send you home with some broth. And we can't wait for you to get healthy and bounce back
Thank
here
you.
and come back with the dogs and give us some more wonderful
I'll be
tips
back.
about our happy pets. All right, we're going to come back to Sophie.
Darling.
Come back. I'm going to be showing you how to make natural solid perfume pendants.